that's joining us. Thank you for your time and joining us today. Our topic is coronavirus, rethinking everything to enable today's workforce.
At Technology Source, we often refer to the elements of business success. This table allows us to quickly communicate the vast offerings we source on behalf of our clients. These range from cybersecurity, business optimization, software and applications, connectivity, voice and communications, marketing services, mobility, and cloud and infrastructure.
A lot of times when we're faced with challenging circumstances, it's really those people that really embrace what's happening and those changes and kind of tweak the way they either do business or communicate. And it's those people that actually embrace the change that really will succeed and go further. And so even though it's a crazy time right now, I think embracing it is a good thing. A lot of what we're doing for our existing customers is really transitioning their office to all of their employees' homes. So it's coordinating, getting them set up with mobile applications and soft phones and making sure they have enough internet at their homes and setting up different call flows and just making sure that they now can operate their business like they did in the office at home. So we're doing that for a lot of our customers. Just to kind of explain a little bit about who Netcarrier is. So we're a Mid-Atlantic based company. We sell traditional phone service, dial tone, all the way to cloud communication systems. We are a privately held company, so we don't have any board of directors. We have our CTO and founder who's at the office every single day and is still heavily invested in developing new product sets and maintaining our existing product infrastructure. We've been in business since 1996, so we're not just a new provider. You may not have heard of us. That is because we've sort of had a Mid-Atlantic focus over the years, but since I've been here now almost 9 years, we've gone completely national. We're FCC regulated, so we aren't a fly-by-night VoIP provider. We actually own and operate our own cloud communication software. We don't sell a third party. And our call centers, 24/7, 365. I'm in the office right now. They're right outside my door, all wearing masks and 6 feet away. They answer the calls in less than 30 seconds, and we really pride ourselves in having a great customer support staff to support our partners and our customers. Each slide, you're going to kind of see how we kind of get you to dive into thriving in the digital world and the different points to get you there. So stepping into a digital world, a lot of businesses right now might be nervous about going to cloud communications. They're not used to it. And before, it wasn't really necessary. They could kind of just operate as they are now. But there's a lot of features and tools that can really benefit a customer. And in today's current climate, customers are realizing, okay, I need to find an alternative way to communicate. I can't keep communicating the way that I have in the past. So there's a lot of features and functionality that a cloud communication system can offer customers. It's a great alternative way to communicating from the traditional way you're used to. You can have more collaboration tools. There's more remote connectivity. So being able to communicate with your staff, but not having to be in the office. A lot of times there's cost savings. You're also reducing the amount of equipment and maintenance contracts to have a more traditional premise-based phone system. So there are a lot of benefits to kind of stepping into the digital world as a customer. So a lot of the VoIP providers or cloud communication providers out there are built on a similar foundation. So there are common features that make up the foundation of a phone system. So your call waiting, your three-way calling, your voicemail management, your DIDs, which are your phone numbers, and your dial tone. We all have that similar foundation of here's the features that you need to be able to communicate. So, Netcarrier is constantly finding new ways to stand out in this digital world and set us apart from our other competition in the market. So some of the ways we're able to do that is our support, like I mentioned. So it's US-based, it's right in our headquarters, 24/7, 365. A lot of customers out there, it's tough to find a provider, right? Or a solution. So you don't want to just base it off of, they have all these fancy new features, right? You want someone that's going to support you and be there for you. Not only that, but we own our own platform, so we're not reselling a third-party platform provider. We own everything, the functionality, the support, the development, and that's really important to our customers and partners that we have that control. Our on-site deployment, so when you do sign up with Netcarrier, we actually send a technician on-site to survey, make sure you have your infrastructure set up how you need it to, install, and then a third time for the test and turn up. So it's very hands-on, and And then we train every customer on the system before they go live. And then our pricing remains the same. I know there's a lot of providers out there that, months 1 to 24 is X amount, and then after month 24, you lose that discount and it goes up to, whatever it is. Our pricing remains the same throughout the contract, which is very good for those nonprofits or customers that are very budget conscious. So it's important that they maintain the same monthly recurring costs for their communication needs. And then one of the biggest things is the person that sells the solution to you stays with you for the life of your contract. So they're essentially your rep. So it's not just that one sales rep sells you and then the next day you're talking to someone else who has no idea about your account. And that's one thing I wanted to keep in place, that you would stay with the customer through the life of their contracts. That's something that's really important to us. Here are some of the tools that we offer and cloud communication system offer for you to kind of dive into a digital world. So mobility, being able to easily connect with your staff even though you're not in the office. You're still able to pick up your cell phone, extension dials, a coworker, and connect with them. Netcarrier has a mobile app that you can do just that. Video chat, obviously we're videoing right now. That's really important because you still want to have that face-to-face interaction. And one thing Sonia was mentioning before is employers are struggling with the culture change and connecting with staff. And I know what I do with my staff is plan at least once a week to have a video call and just kind of see everyone's face and make sure we sort of are all connected. We even sang happy birthday to one of our coworkers and had a drink together. So you want to keep that sort of connecting and that bonding going even though you're not together. Netcarrier is going to be rolling out our own video collaboration tool in a short amount of time here, and like I mentioned, we own the development and everything, so obviously with everything going on, video collaboration kind of came to the forefront of our offerings. Screen sharing, so being able to share presentations, Excel documents, all of that are really important. You still want to be able to collaborate with your team even though you're not face-to-face with them. Instant messaging, quickly connecting with your coworkers. You can't just run out of your office and call for someone or knock on the cube next to you. Being able to instant message and share files is really important. Again, Netcarrier has all of these features available in our desktop client that we offer. Some of the other ways, an SD-WAN solution. So being able to interconnect your offices and allow for remote connectivity through VPN services is very important. You want to make sure you're secure and that your team is able to access maybe your CRM database. So your database that has all your customer information. You want to make sure you have all your up-to-date notes so you can share with the team. I mean, it's especially important now because you can't go grab a conversation with them. Being able to utilize a CRM system is really important. I know Technology Source has a lot of partners that offer CRM solutions, so definitely check in with them. And then lastly, contact center solutions. So a lot of companies pride themselves on their customer support and making sure that that stays at the top of their game, even with what's going on right now. So being able to have a remote contact center that utilizes web portals and soft phones is very important to keep that contact center going. So these are just some of the avenues that you can still operate effectively through your business. What happens now? So we kind of learned about, what Netcarrier does, some of the features that you can benefit from them. But what if you're interested in sort of diving into this a little more and seeing what there is to offer? So here's kind of the process we take as Netcarrier. So we'll analyze your current communication solution and bring our technology expertise to recommend a service that best fits for you. What we like to do at Netcarrier is build custom solutions. So not everyone needs all the features. If we don't have a good fit, we'll either find a partner or help you kind of look at different avenues. So understand. We'll also want to make sure that we understand your entire process, from your decision-making process to your just gathering quotes, helping you to present internally. So making sure we understand your infrastructure, what's going on with your business, how you operate, make sure we stay within your budget and are flexible to sort of your current business procedures. Demonstration. So this is big right here. We'll do for our partners and customers a live webinar demonstration of the system. We'll show you the mobile application. We'll sort of walk through a couple scenarios. I like to always say, what happens when somebody calls your main number? Where does the phone ring? What happens then? I really like to have a conversation with the customer and find out where I can help them with my cloud phone system. And the last thing is we'll present to you sort of the best solution that we think is going to fit your business needs. And then if it's something that you want to do, we move forward and then we'll start the project management process. You'll have a project manager that's going to walk you through from start to finish to the end and make sure you're trained and properly up to speed on the new system. Netcarrier is sort of helping customers and businesses sort of jumpstart into cloud communications. And a way we're able to do that is offer 3 months free of our Unify seats. So this sort of gives you a little bit of a break. I know a lot of businesses are struggling a little bit right now. So this gives you the ability to utilize some of these communication tools without having to break the bank. And that's going to be valid for the rest of 2020. It's not just because of the current state we're in, but it's really just, we know that there's a lot of benefits to cloud communication. So this is a way we thought that we could help customers dive into it. And that's really all I have today. If you're interested in anything else we have to offer, or even seeing a demonstration or a webinar, contact your trusted advisor, whether it's Technology Source or the person that invited you today.
So I was thinking about what you had just said about that free months, and what a wonderful opportunity for organizations that have been kind of sitting on the fence, thinking about moving their phone systems to the cloud, or trying to refresh an old system, or not happy with their current one. What a great chance for them. How is the agreement for that? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We offer 2 and 3 year term contracts. So essentially when you sign up, we offer like a 3-month credit on your invoice each month. And then 4th month, it just rolls to the normal pricing. And we break that all down in our proposals to customers to make sure they fully understand. I think I have a question here, and it says, why is your company chosen to work from the office and not distribute the work to your homes like you do for your customers? So we actually are, there's probably only about 25 of us at the office. So we're in telecommunications, so it's considered an essential business to stay open. We have a data center and our customer support team and a lot of the system that we have to maintain here. So there's staff that do need to be here. The rest of my staff is all remote, and I'm actually have been remote this whole time, except this is my first week back. We're doing social distancing and all of that.
So I do have another question about, it's Microsoft Teams. Is Netcarrier compatible?
So we don't offer Microsoft Teams. We actually have our own video collaboration tool that I mentioned. So it does a lot of the same things, the chat functionality, the screen sharing, the videoing, and all of that. And I think someone's asking, how often do you offer that versus traditional? I think now it's going to be a lot more, especially what's going on. But a lot of times soft phones or mobile apps are really what our customers are doing lately, because not everyone wants to video all the time. But I think we're going to see it pick up a lot more, which is why we're rolling out a video tool.
Great. Well, I wanted to ask you another question. Do you have specific size customers that you work with? I mean, is this only for small businesses, large businesses? Give us a little understanding. And are there any specific types of businesses that you tend to serve more, have a better experience with?
The great thing about our system, it works from all the way a 5-user or 5-person operation all the way to an enterprise level. We sort of have everything for every kind of facet of a business. As far as vertical goes, I mean, I know just as a salesperson on my side, I've had great success with nonprofits. The dental organization, we have so many dental practices, just kind of works for them, and that's a big one for us. And then the finance, the legal, education. So there's been a sort of every vertical, but those have been the biggest ones for us that have really been successful.
Great. And then in that free 3-month offer that you mentioned, what does that come with?
Our Unify seat, which is your base level seat that gives you everything. So it has your desktop client with your instant messaging, your file sharing, the mobile app capabilities, your user portal, all of that sort of included. It's really the seat that we kind of go out in the market with the most. So it's the most robust one that most users use.
I wanted to talk to you too, Laura Bella, about adapting. Can you give us any examples of how you've helped customers adapt in this time?
I had a customer recently, they have an on-premise phone system with our PRI services, so our carrier services, and they needed to shut down their operation, but their premise system had no way of them to basically take their desk phones home or be able to extension dial or anything like that. So what we did is we actually switched them over to our hosted product. We set them up with mobile app, and then they were all able to go home, extension dial each other, get all their voicemail messages, set up all their call forwarding, and they were basically able to operate just as if they were in the office. So we've been doing that for several of our customers.
Wow, that's great. And so can you talk about anything you're doing special for essential workers? What can we be doing for our essential workers? And maybe is there any way Vivial or Netcarrier is doing anything specific for those populations? Healthcare, are you prioritizing those customers in your onboarding? Anything like that that you're doing? I'm curious.
Obviously, every customer is super important to us. If there is a customer that's in the healthcare industry, we've had several reach out to us and just say, hey, I need help with my bill this month, or can you cut this down? I'm not using this. And we've worked on them on a case-by-case basis, and we've come up with creative ways for all of them to just basically kind of offload the struggle that they're having with either paying their bills or only using a portion of their services. So we're going to take everything case-by-case basis. We've been helping especially healthcare workers and people just that have closed down their businesses completely, nonprofits and stuff like that. We've been able to kind of take them account by account and really mold the solution to fit what their business is right now.
That's great. Wow, it is so great to hear what these two organizations are doing. So I want to thank you both so much. And I want to close us out with just how to reach out to us, right? So this is the step-by-step process. In just 10 seconds, you start with a strategic conversation with one of our advisors. And then the next thing we're going to do from there is work with you to get expert recommendations and these warm introductions to these amazing women here and the people on their team who work with you side by side. And then you'll purchase directly from the providers, and they source those solutions for you and provide those for you. And then we do it all over again for every other service that you need when it comes to technology. So that's just our easy process. And next week, we will be going over a lot of cybersecurity stuff, so join us for that. And my name is Sonia Moline, Vice President here at Technology Source. And with that, I'll close us out. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I know there was a few questions we couldn't get to today, but if you want to, just please do reach out to me. My email's right there. And if you want that research or anything else, and if you're interested in any of the things that we talked about today, we're happy to continue this conversation.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a great rest of
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Awesome
you.
job. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Join us every Tuesday from now till May at 10 a.m. Pacific Time for the Technology Source Virtual Roundtable Series.